Good evening. Thank you for joining God Led God Fed with Randy and Keisha. Tonight, our hero of faith is Elijah, and we will be reading from 1 Kings 17 through 24. And I'm going to be reading the King James Version. And it came to pass after these things that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick, and his sickness was so sore that there was no breath left in him. And she said unto Elijah, What have I to do with thee, O thou man of God? Art thou come unto me to call my sin to remembrance, and to slay my son? And he said unto her, Give me thy son. And he took him out of her bosom, and carried him up into a loft where he abode, and laid him upon his bed. And he cried out unto the Lord, and said, O Lord my God, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourn, by slaying her son? And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times, and cried unto the Lord, and said, O Lord my God, I pray thee, let this child's soul come into him again. And the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came into him again, and he revived. And Elijah took the child and brought him down out of the chambers into the house, and delivered him unto his mother. And Elijah said, See, thy son liveth. And the woman said to Elijah, Now by this I know that thou art a man of God, and that the word of the Lord in thy mouth is truth. Amen.
Amen.
Elijah was a great prophet, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so he performed this miracle, and he reached out to God and asked God to perform it for him, to do it. So, and he was also, was he the one that blessed the woman with the child, or told her she was going to have a child in a year, the next year?
Elijah.
I don't want to get it confused, but he was a hero of faith, a man of God who depended on God. And he was the one that God took straight up to heaven.
Yeah, Elijah was a prophet that was called by God.
Mm-hmm.
But when we think about heroes of faith, we tend to think that they didn't go through any adversity.
Exactly.
But Elijah had, when God told him to go and to tell the people again, constantly the people of Israel was constantly turned away from God. So God used him to go and preach deliverance to them.
Okay.
But of course, they was rejecting him. People was turning him away.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he got weary during his journey. He got really weary, and asked God to really take his life. But God gave him super strength, because it goes to show you that even when we're doing great work, we can get weak naturally, but we have to constantly rely upon God's strength. So God gave him strength more, and told him to get up and get back on the job, get back on his journey. Because there's sometimes days you're going to get feeble and weak, but we have to, God had him to rest, not doing nothing but to rest, meaning not rely on his own power and strength, but to rely on him. And there was a time also when God actually fed him, used the ravens to feed him.
Yes.
Showing that he would provide for him.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that, yes. So again, and we had another great hero of faith to discuss tonight, Elijah. We thank you for joining us. Thank you for clicking on just to see what it's about. We wish you a good night, and may God bless. Thank you.